What is up, YouTube? I have a quick tip for any Prius owners that are having the rough start where the engine basically abruptly shakes, and it's a bad misfire obviously, but something to check is most of the time it's an EGR issue, and which leads eventually to a blown head gasket. So a lot of people are in denial about the blown head gasket, and I just wanted to give you a way to quickly check to see if your head gasket is blown. Basically, you're gonna have to go to Amazon and buy a USB camera hooked to your phone. Really small camera. They're pretty cheap. See there the end of it right there. This could fit down the spark plug hole. So once you turn off your car and let it sit for a little while. The water in the cylinder should become obvious. Usually it's cylinder 1 or cylinder 2, so in this case mine was cylinder 1. You take the spark plugs out, which unfortunately you got to take this area cover off, and the windshield wipers, which kind of sucks, but it's just a lot of bolts. Doesn't take very long if you have the right tools. But yeah, take the coil pack out right there and put the camera down there and get it all the way to where you can see the piston, and you should be able to see on one side of the piston like a little puddle, and this camera has like a light on the end of it, so you shouldn't be able to see the light reflecting off of anything in the cylinder because there shouldn't be any liquid down there. That's how you know you have a blown head gasket. In this case, that first cylinder had some liquid down there, and it was obvious. I put it down all the other three and you couldn't see the same thing, so obviously the head gasket is letting coolant seep into this cylinder. Another way to check too is you put something, maybe I cut a white shoelace and put it down the cylinder hole and let it lay into the coolant in there, so I could see if it was gas or coolant or oil. And it was obviously red coolant starting to pool up in that cylinder. So before you guys go through the trouble, clean out your EGR, which I did. Total waste of time because now I have to pull it all apart again. So I'm gonna be pulling the head off of this Prius and doing the head gasket on it, which thankfully on this car it's just time consuming. It's not super difficult. I've done other ones on cars where they're such a pain in the ass. So then again, I haven't done this one yet, so we'll see. Alright guys, have a good night.